Okay, everybody, sit down and relax because we have to talk here on this Friday, February 25th, 2022. People, where to start? How about with this market just real quick? If you were following stock futures last night, they were down hard across the board. And by some miracle, yet again, that all got bought up. Stock futures right now are higher across the board. Trading doesn't start for about 35 minutes, pointing towards a higher open. Let's look at the setup here. It's astonishing to me, and I really mean that. I did not expect the market to recover this fast from the war that is now going on over there. I had explained to you that I believed that we would see a sharp sell-off in the market and a sharp rebound. Absolutely, I did say that. But this fast, I got to be honest with you, I didn't see it recovering that quickly here. But there's a lot of reasons for that. And I want to talk more about what is happening here. So again, let's look at the setup for the market. All right, it's just incredible here. An incredible turnaround with regard to stock futures, which were deeply in the negative. Now they are positive across the board. The 10-year yield, people, is stabilizing even further. You got the 10-year yield right now above 2%. You all know that I've been explaining for I don't know how long now that we were going to see the 10-year yield settle above 2%. That's the sweet spot in my view. That's where the market wants to see the 10-year yield, and we're there right now, despite what's going on over there. The dollar right now under pressure. Now, here's an interesting twist of events for you. Despite the dollar index lower this morning, gold and silver are getting blasted. Good. You know exactly what's going on here, people. It's not going to stop until we get the implosion in the debt market. So good. Let JP Morgan play their games. They are going to dump paper, gold, and silver onto the market every chance they get. They're never going to get in trouble for it. Everyone knows who's doing this. The commodities exchange is well aware of it. But it's a free-for-all right now. They are deliberately suppressing the price of precious metals and cryptocurrencies. Trust me on this one, okay? Maybe I have a little insight into this. Just maybe, okay? They are doing this so they can buy this stuff on the cheap. Speaking of cryptocurrencies, Bitcoin is around 40,000 yet again. You know my take on this. If you can get through this volatility, you're going to come out of this smelling like a rose, years to come, going much, much higher, probably multiples of what we are seeing right now, and you know why. Again, going back to the debt market implosion, I sincerely believe that we are going to see the entire market cap of cryptocurrencies go up 3, 4, 5-fold. That should tell you something, okay? So with that said, let's put a perspective on what's happening and why I believe we're seeing this incredible turnaround in the market. Again, not really a surprise to you. I really did expect the market to recover, but yesterday was almost supernatural. I think we all know what's going on here. And today with stock futures, I said in yesterday's videos, if the market sells off, it's going to get bought up again. This is institutional buying. This isn't people like you and me. These are the big institutions, including people, the Federal Reserve. Now, this is how the market is looking at the current situation. Ukraine in its entirety will fall. Okay, the market's accepting that. And I believe the market is going to be now pricing in, again, a complete fall of Ukraine. It is not pricing in, at least at this point, this war to go beyond that. Will it? Well, I'll tell you who that's up to. It's up to the central banks. How many of you are awake enough to realize it's in our face that we go from crisis to crisis to crisis? That's how it That's been working for the past, well, a whole bunch of years. What does that mean when you go from crisis to crisis to crisis? Well, every single crisis requires and demands more cash to be borrowed into existence. This allows central banks to flourish, to prosper, to become more powerful. So again, you think this is the last crisis you're going to see? No. There's going to be another one. And my worry, after they're finished with this one, after Ukraine falls in its entirety, which it will, watch for a false flag, okay? A big one, because that's just the mechanism here. What else did we find out? People, look, I was writing stuff down this morning. How about this one? So this is just laughable. In fact, you might want to calm down for a moment, because again, Wells Fargo, the Wall Street Superbank, this has got to be at least 15 warnings in the last year. I don't know, 10, 15. They're warning on the stock market. They're telling people not to buy. To me, when you have Wells Fargo, who's been 100% wrong for I don't know how long, warning on the market, when they're telling you not to buy, what does that tell you? It tells you should be buying. And I mean buying big time. The right things, like I've been explaining to you. Now let's talk about that a little bit before I move forward. You know how I feel about the banks. JP Morgan, Goldman Sachs, Bank of America. I've explained to you that you should be looking at oil producers. I have all this posted and the ticker symbols on my website, traderschoice.net. Where else should you be looking in this environment? All right, let me allow you to understand something in case you don't know already. And I want you to do your own research into what I'm going to tell you. You already knew it. Arms deals are being put together all over the world. Nations are now getting involved with arms deals. And some of these are pretty damn big. Here in the United States, we have a $6 billion, this is just the beginning, tank deal with Poland. Nations are doing this around the world. There is undoubtedly a new arms race developing, a new Cold War. And what does that mean? Let's think about it. I already explained to you that Vladimir Putin bailed out every single world central bank. He just gave them the green light to print. Lower for longer, one of my top 5 trends for 22 with regard to central banks and the Federal Reserve. So that's going to that's going to allow central banks to continue to do what they want to do, and that is inflate. Okay, what else is going on? This new Cold War, and believe me, we're going to get a new Cold War. Trillions of dollars to be created out of thin air to support that, and a new arms race, trillions of dollars. So where do you think this is going, especially with inflation? Now, we got some information on inflation this morning. The pace of inflation, this is laughable, continues to rise faster than the rocket scientist, freaking economists expected. Oh, yeah. But personal spending is also higher, and that's fantastic. Are you kidding me? Are you freaking kidding me with real wages cratering? We also found out the European Central Bank will continue to buy debt. And let me explain this to you. Okay, the Federal Reserve will follow suit, especially in the current event. What does that mean? Higher stock market. Duh. Okay, I think you all know that. Anyway, look, going back to what I was going to say to you. If you are so inclined here, understanding that we are clearly marching into a new arms race, you might want to look at defense stocks, defense companies here. There are so many out there. Just do your own research. I'll do mine. And if you are so inclined yet again, I will post these things on my website, traderschoice.net. Start paying more attention to that. So, kind of in an incredible situation this morning, if you ask me here. These past few days have been just epic. So not only do we move from engineered crisis to engineered crisis to engineered crisis solely as a mechanism, and I think you are well aware of this, to pull cash from the future, to allow central banks to inflate. It's not going to stop. I don't know another way to put it. The market realizes this as plain can be. The market knows a few things are going to happen, and this is playing right into this insane recovery that we have had in the market off of the shooting war, which is going on as we speak. I mean, look at this. You got a normalization already of the 10-year yield. I didn't see that coming. I expected it to stay below 2% for quite a while. We are now above 2. The dollar falling already after that incredible jump it just made, that knee-jerk, that safety trade. Well, I mean, look at this. It's an incredible setup here. And we see what's going on. It's in our freaking face. It's just not going to stop because they're not done eliminating the middle class. You're all done. If you're a member of the middle class, you're done. You're absolutely done. And I mean that in the literal sense. So you need to do something, and you need to do it now. I don't know. Anyway, so what do you think about all this? Are you laughing? Are you laughing as I am with regard to this warning yet again from Wells Fargo? Let me ask you. I mean, me, the moment I heard this, I was like, it's time to buy. They're telling you not to buy. So to me, that says buy the market. I mean, duh. Okay, look, in case you don't know, all right, we are not in a crash. I know that Robert Kiyosaki and other guys continue to call for crashes every single month. Every single freaking month. They're brain dead. At 1 month, they're going to be right at one point, but not until the debt market implodes. You see, you're not supposed to know that. They will not allow you to know. They think that you're stupid. And all they're doing, these kind of people, is trying to get you to watch their videos because they want you to know about the big crash that's going to come next month at this date and this time. Oh yeah, it's exactly what they're going to do. These people make me sick. I'll be honest with you. Yes, some of them have it right. Bet against the debt, become your own central bank. Some of them are even using my line. Okay, I came up with that. That's Greg Mannarino's thing. Okay, I've been using that for over a decade. But with regard to calling for market crashes and getting people to stay out of this market, they've led thousands, tens of thousands of people astray here. Kept them out of the biggest bull market in the history of the world. They could have converted those profits into hard assets, but no. Oh no. Crash every month. How did that work out for all you guys and girls listening to those imbeciles? Not too well, I don't think. The market is on sale right now. Central banks are not done. Another crisis is coming after this one, which will allow central banks to inflate even more, even further. Vladimir Putin, congratulations, sir. You bailed out the banks. You're allowing central banks to inflate this new arms race, new Cold War, trillions upon freaking quadrillions of more dollars are now going to be borrowed into existence. And what's that going to do? It's going to push the market higher. It's going to cause inflation to go para-freaking-bolic. You all know that. Wow. All right, people. That's it. I am so done this morning. I will see all of you at the end of the day. Please comment here. I will read the comments. And I think you get it. See you later.